Here's my audience. According to TooSmartToStart.org, by age 18, more than 70% of teens have had at least one drink. Although adults drink more often than teenagers tend to drink more when they do drink, with an average of 5 drinks on any single occasion. This qualifies as binge drinking. Binge drinking is a very dangerous form of drinking that can lead to various health problems and even death. Alcohol consumption has various side effects, both short-term and long-term. Some short-term effects are nausea, headache, vomiting, diarrhea, distorted vision and hearing, and loss of coordination and perception. None of these sound too appealing, and the long-term effects are even worse. Some long-term problems people can encounter are liver disease, cancers of the mouth or throat, ulcers, permanent brain damage, and nerve damage. Alcohol consumption can destroy the lives of teenagers who decide to drink under the age of 21. According to CenturyCouncil.org, there was 46 alcohol-impaired driving fatalities by people under the age of 21 in 2011 in Missouri alone. This is over 30% of the total amount of alcohol-impaired driving fatalities in the year of 2011 in Missouri. This is probably a higher percentage than what you would think, because not only are teens drinking under the age of 21, but they're also driving under the influence, which is illegal no matter what your age. According to the National Institute of Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, 5,000 kids die each and every year due to alcohol. 1,200 of these deaths come from alcohol poisoning, drowning, burns, and falls. These are things that people oftentimes overlook when they talk about underage drinking. Many people are hurt or killed by alcohol without ever getting behind the wheel of a motorized vehicle. It is important that teenagers are aware of these dangers as well as the dangers of drinking and driving. Alcohol consumption causes your brain to release serotonin and dopamine, which are chemicals in your brain that make you feel good. But once these effects wear off, you are left with a deficiency in these chemicals, which can cause anxiety and depression, which is very dangerous, as the leading cause of death for kids aged 14 years of age and younger is suicide. And suicide is the third leading cause of death for people aged 15 to 24. Thousands of lives could be saved each and every year if teens are educated about the use of alcohol and how it can damage them. Whether you are a parent talking to your children or another teenager sharing what they know with their peers, discouraging them from drinking. Also, it's very important that people over the age of 21 do not give alcohol to people who are not of age. They cannot drink if they do not have alcohol. Thanks to organizations like Mothers Against Drunk Driving and Students Against Destructive Decisions, alcohol consumption by people aged 12 to 20 has went down. According to CenturyCouncil.org, from the years 2002 to 2010, binge drinking has went down by 12%, and heavy alcohol consumption has went down by 17%. This is a trend that needs to continue. Each and every time a kid is discouraged from drinking, we get a little bit closer to our goal of eliminating underage drinking entirely. You can save teen lives by spreading the word about the dangers of alcohol. Whether you're a parent talking to your kids or a teen sharing what they know with their friends. Research has shown that teenagers drink more when they are in groups. So if one person stops drinking, other people will follow, and eventually there will be hardly anyone drinking at all. I'm going to share a quote from an alcoholic named Faye that I got from drugfreeworld.org. My addiction built steadily, and before I knew it, I was a morning as well as an afternoon drinker. I decided to stop drinking. I lay awake most of that night, and by noon the next day, every bone in my body ached. In a blind panic, I nervously poured a glass full of gin, my hand shaking so violently that I spilled half the bottle. As I gulped it down, I could feel the agony gradually lessening. That's when I realized the terrible truth. I was hooked. I could not quit. Alcohol addiction is a terrible thing, and people are more likely to become alcoholics when they start drinking at an early age. Let's stop the addiction before it starts. Thank you.